Welcome to Tall Pines. We think you'll be very happy here.
What if the evil of Wayward isn't the one that's hurting people or even the one in charge? What if the evil is the idea that your brokenness makes you belong here? Wayward looks like a horror mystery about a sinister rehab town, but beneath the surface, it's about a story of belief, identity, and who gets to define your worth. In this video, we're going beyond the violence and beyond the horror. This is about who truly threatens the ideology of Tall Pines, the cult-like town at the heart of Wayward, and why sometimes the biggest danger isn't enforcing control, but refusing it. Tall Pines, Vermont looks like a sleepy, idyllic town at first glance, but that charm hides something much darker. Underneath the quiet streets and welcoming signs, Tall Pines Academy is there. An institution meant to rehabilitate troubled teens. On paper, it promises structure, healing, and transformation, but in practice, it operates more like a system of reprogramming than restoration. The leader, Evelyn Wade, uses a controversial psychological method called the leap, which combines therapy, drugs, and conditioning, with the goal of erasing trauma. Instead of healing, it strips identity, emotion, and autonomy from its students. Tall Pines doesn't just punish behavior, it reshapes belief. It tells the teens, you are broken, you are the problem, only this place can fix you. And when the belief takes root, Tall Pines doesn't need walls or chains. You can walk free, but you remain controlled. You police yourself, and that is the true source of its power. And to understand who the most dangerous people in Wayward are, we need to rethink what dangerous even means in this world. Tall Pines isn't just a school, it's a system of beliefs and compliance. It thrives on making students doubt themselves, on teaching them that survival, stability, and identity aren't possible without the institution. It requires obedience, self-policing, and internalized fear. The punishment is less physical and more psychological. Teens are refrained to see their trauma as pathology, their resistance as evidence of being flawed. Wayward survives when students and staff accept that obedience equals healing. The moment someone begins to see through the illusion, the ideology becomes vulnerable, and that is where the most dangerous people come in.
How you doing?
Alex Dempsey is a police officer who arrives in Tall Pines trying to build a normal life for him and his pregnant wife Laura. On the surface, Alex isn't a hero, he's just a man seeking stability, but he notices that things aren't right. There are disappearances, odd behaviors, and cracks in the facade of this idyllic town. Alex becomes the outsider who questions everything. He investigates, speaks to residents, and connects the dots. He understands Tall Pines from the inside. He sees how the system operates, and that is what makes him dangerous. Alex forms a connection with this girl named Abby, a teenager resisting the system and tries to help her escape. He attempts to expose the truth, but while he sees it, he doesn't fully act on it. When faced with real risk, he chooses safety, he chooses his wife, and he chooses stability. At the climax, Alex imagines fleeing with Abby and his newborn child. Freedom feels possible, but in reality, he steps out the car and stays. This choice isn't weakness, it's human, but it also shows how easily rebellion can dissolve into cowardice and compliance. Systems like Tall Pines don't collapse because of the villains, they collapse when insiders choose not to act. Abby wasn't meant to be the hero of Wayward. She was sent to Tall Pines by her parents, and once inside, she discovers its manipulations. She sees the effects of the leap, the psychological conditioning, and the emotional toll it takes on teens. Abby doesn't just survive, she questions, resists, and ultimately escapes. And that escape is what makes her dangerous, not because she harmed anyone physically, but because she proves that survival outside of Tall Pines is possible. She refuses to internalize the ideology that she is broken and in need of the system. Her escape is both literal and symbolic. By leaving, she rejects the premise of Tall Pines. If one person can survive outside the system, the entire structure's power is called into question. Abby's escape exposes the lie. Healing wasn't the goal, control was. Her freedom becomes the ultimate threat to the institution.
I found evidence of 18 missing children. Tell me about this kid Daniel who went missing. Where did he go missing?
Alex saw the truth but chose comfort over action. Abby saw the truth and acted. One almost dismantled the system and the other actually did. This contrast highlights what truly makes someone dangerous in the world of Wayward. Danger isn't defined by aggression or violence. It's defined by clarity and refusal. The refusal to accept a narrative designed to control you. Alex remained within the system. Abby left it entirely. That difference, the almost versus actual, is critical. Abby's escape forces others to question themselves. Well, if she could leave and survive, why remain? If she could thrive outside, what was Tall Pines really doing to its students? In Wayward, the most dangerous people are those who refuse to internalize fear and obedience. The institution relies on students believing they cannot survive on their own. When someone sees through that belief and acts on it, the system is threatened. Alex almost threatened it. Abby actually did. Her freedom, her autonomy, and her survival dismantled the ideology from within. That's what makes her more dangerous than anyone enforcing rules or inflicting harm. Tall Pines doesn't fear rebellion, it fears clarity. It fears the person who walks away and says, I don't need this. The real threat of Wayward isn't Evelyn or the town or even its psychological techniques. The real threat is the belief system telling people they are not enough without the institution. The most dangerous people aren't enforcing it, they're refusing it. Alex almost becomes that threat, but Abby becomes it entirely, and her refusal unravels the narrative, exposes the lie, and challenges the foundation of Tall Pines. That is far more dangerous than any punishment or manipulation. Freedom and clarity, when embraced, are the ultimate rebellion. Thank you for watching. I love you. God bless. More cool videos to come. I will see you guys later.